Now I find out who Coulter is, and I just march right up to his face and say, well, here I am. Now what? You could see right away that he was impressed. So he looks at me and he says, man, you look like hell. How long's it been since you slept? And I say, well, I don't know, man. Doesn't matter. I can sleep when I'm dead. And you can see on his face that he was totally impressed, just like he knew I was the real deal. So first he says, man, I am impressed. You're the real deal, Red Eye. I'm going to call you that because your eyes are bloodshot as hell, and it looks really cool. He says, you're going to be my right-hand man because I can tell just by looking at you that I can count on you. But then, he stops, and he sees the guitar I'm carrying, and he says, oh, no shit, you can play? And I look at him and I say, I don't know, man. Can I? Yeah, Coulter, like you said, I am the real deal. And he loses his mind, he's so excited. He says, oh, no way. I got an even more important job for you. Get your ass into that radio station and make it amazing. Well, and here we are. Swear to you, true story. All of it, every word. Of course, Coulter ended up being kind of a chump, but I mean, I knew that from the beginning. I probably could have challenged him right there, made myself the overboss, but, whatever. I like this gig just fine. Yeah. You're all a bunch of psychopaths, and I love you for it. This is Raider Radio for you.
A general note to all the assholes sending in notes saying you can do my job better than I can. I'll see you all in hell.
Gotta find the terminal. Terminal's somewhere.
Which I know you've all heard pieces of before. Only this time you've got Red Eye, master of storytelling, to lay it on you.
This here is a true story. Okay. And I know it's a true story because I heard 20 different versions from 10 different guys. So whatever it is, it's true. And when you get a story like that, you just know that you got it. Nobody knows where the legendary radio station happened. Some say he was in a great war. I said, right, smacked in the face with one of them big moves, and shrugged it off and kept on going. Some say he just abused the own air, like the weight himself behind him up. Some say he was the product of a night of a strange man. He was a super and death.
some sort of specimen that's formidable, yet trainable. Something that can protect
Terminal
me,
should open this.
but most importantly, protect this facility.
Terminal only.
Guess it's someone in the pack. It's a drawing of William Black, and that's, okay, no, I'm tearing this up.
So, I told you about Atlas, and the raiders that were longer than Pilgrim. How he fell for hope, a beautiful raider from a rival gang that didn't. Now, like I said, Atlas, he refused to get in his way. So he gathered up a big old army of raiders, marched right up to the town where Hope's gang, the Junkers, was all holed up, and demanded he come out and talk to him. Hope, headstrong as he was, very politely yelled over the wall and told Atlas exactly where he could show his intent. I hear she launched that golden Brahmin right back over the wall at his feet. Atlas, as you might imagine, expected, but in his own special crazy-ass way, he found himself wanting Hope with more. He was in a bind now, you see. Couldn't let her insults stand, but he wasn't ready to just up and storm the town and risk killing Hope in the process. In my opinion, folks, it means no relationship with this kind of trouble. I'm just being honest with you. Anyway, so Atlas calls out a few of his lieutenants. Talks to them all quietly a few minutes. Then he four staff marched right out in front of the wall surrounding the town. I believe set themselves on fire. Right, over the street, Atlas yelled that at least 100 men all by themselves. Imagine what he can convince the other couple hundred men to do to their town. Personally, I'd find that just but folks, he ain't talking power. He yells that Atlas can set himself on fire. Gotta get him about as far as anything. Now I tell him, Atlas get angry beyond all fuck, and he slashed those giant fists down on the ground. So he goes, and the whole section of Lexington comes crashing down just from the shock of it. Opener gang wake up the next morning and find their town everything as far as they can high. Atlas says it's the last threat he's going to make before he storms their gates. Honestly, seeing us, the whole thing is already gone way out of the Now, Hope, she's a good woman, a raider through and through, but she takes care of her home. She knows there ain't no way her little gang will stand up last to the bar. So she knows what she's got to do. The white flag goes up, and Hope herself walks right out the front gate. She says if Atlas gives this woman and her gang is safe,